Hey, what's up, guys? We're back for another video. Oh, child, I want to tell you I'm tired. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord, honey, so I can get through this damn video, because, baby, woo, I'm tired. We're going to get through it, though, child. We're going to get through it. Let's get into the show, honey. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Shout out to my top flight mod, Netta Gamble, for being here. Thank you, Reen Bass, for being here. Rose Armstead and everybody in the building. We're going to jump right on in, honey, so I can jump right on in my bed. I'm going to get off here, get my shower, and lay it down, honey. Hey, everyone coming in. Let's get into the show, all right? Let's get into the show. Ooh, child. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. All right, so influencer Ashley Grayson, you guys, is sentenced to 10 years in the prison for a unaliving for hire plot where she offered a couple $60,000 to take her ops out. Child, is it that serious? Like, you can just block them on your phone and get a restraining order and some other things. You ain't had to be trying to take them out, child. Like, damn, these were some crazy ops must have been. Let's get into it, child.
Which her wife have been charged with.
All right, let's get into it.
Account of racketeering and murder. And that's the first of many charges to come. Now, if y'all ain't seen this video, go to YouTube. You can start it all over from the beginning if you need to, because it's a deep rabbit hole. But now, to a lot of you people who still out here praising this woman, saying that we trolling her and we trying to get clout off of her, aka that's what Olivia said. Let me read you real quick. Dear Sherelle Hodge, the enclosed information is provided by the United States Department of Justice Victim Notification System. Before she come out talking about all this shit is fake, this came directly from the government. But let me show y'all real quick. Okay, so here's the topic. Charges have been filed against defendants Ashley Grayson and Joshua Grayson. The lead prosecutor for this case is Neil Oldham. If you don't know who Neil is, I suggest you go look up some of his cases. Because one thing that man gonna do is get some conviction. So what I really want to know is, how do all you people that kept saying I was trying to put stuff on Ashley Grayson, I was trying to gain clout by making up stuff, all you people with your wife have been charged with account of racketeering and murder? People that was sitting there mocking the FBI right along with her. How do y'all feel? The same woman that tried to murder me in front of my children, Dr. Harwell in front of her children, and take Patrick Tate away from his daughter, but y'all still wanted to lick the shit that this lady was leaving? So let me make this clear. You created this bed by taking a video that you could have let pass over, because it's been, 6-7 months now? You could have let it pass over and been back on doing whatever you was doing or something else. Yet it's still you decided that you wanted to sue me. In the midst of suing me, you paid to have someone come and take my life. You lost the lawsuit, called the FBI on yourself, had your hitman deliver all the information to the FBI, mocked the FBI and said that they weren't coming to get you and we was all making up lies, for them to go and file federal RICO charges on you 5 days ago. If y'all want to interview, hit the kid up. I'm ready to talk my shit. People that was sitting there mocking the FBI. If I can get somebody to do it right now for that nigga, and I know it wouldn't come back.
So this is the video of her planning out this alleged hit, child. Let's listen in.
To us like I would. Like maybe outside of the country, Jamaica or something, and somebody go, we got to tell, I would get it done tonight. But I would pay extra for that nigga. I paid $50, $60K to get that nigga out of here.
And I got like everybody. That was about Patrick, but yeah. Got the one about Sharia. I got the one about Derica. Mine, please. And I'm also going ahead and posting this, and I don't feel bad about it because you chose.
All right, so let's get into it now. It says that the Ashley Grayson saga has officially ended. It says that Ashley was sentenced to 10 years in prison after she was found guilty of a unaliving for hire plot where she offered a couple $30,000 to take out her enemies. It says that it all started back in 2021 when Ashley, who was previously a business influencer before she became a criminal, was accused of being a scammer by her TikTok followers. Now, it said that Sherelle Hodge had called Ashley out on TikTok for running off with her coins after Sherelle claimed that she invested in Ashley's business classes but never saw any return. Now, it says that Ashley was also in an internet feud with another business influencer who called Ashley out for her unique practices. Now, this infuriated Ashley. So in 2022, she took matters into her own hands and asked a friend from Memphis to meet her in Dallas so that they could talk business. Now, when the friend and her husband arrived, says that Ashley asked them to carry out a hit on Hodge, the other influencer, and says that Ashley's ex-boyfriend as well says that if they got the job done, that she would give them $20,000 for each person. And it went on to say that she even told them that if they got to Hodge immediately, that she throw in an extra $5,000. Damn. So it said that the couple agreed, but instead of carrying out the unaliving, that they went to the police. It said that the people then sent Grayson a video of police lights insinuating that they attempted a pow on Hodge, but it didn't work. So it says that which prompted Grayson to send them $10,000 for the effort. Now, it went on to say that with all of the evidence that Grayson and her husband were arrested on RICO and unaliving charges. Now, the husband was acquitted on any charges, but Grayson was found guilty and sentenced to a decade in the slammer with no possibility of parole. Damn. Now, it says that this was a 21st century crime where online feuds and senseless rivalries bled into the real world. It says that the defendant tried to hire someone to unalive a woman over things that happened exclusively on the internet. So according to acting U.S. Attorney Fondrine, this is how they describe this incident that happened. So she's saying it right here on the damn video.
Right now. For that nigga, and I know it wouldn't come back to us like I would. Like, if I could get outside of the country, Jamaica or something, and have somebody go, we got to tell, I would get it done tonight. Like, I would pay extra for that nigga. I paid $50, $60K to get that nigga out of here.
And I got like everybody.
Right along with her.
One more time.
There was about Patrick, but yeah. Got the one about Sharia. I got the one about Derica. Mine, please. And I'm also going ahead and posting this, and I don't feel bad about it because you chose.
If I could get somebody to do it right now for that nigga, and I know it wouldn't come back to us like I would. Like, if I could get outside of the country, Jamaica or something, and have somebody go, we got to tell, I would get it done tonight. Like, I would pay extra for that nigga. I paid $50, $60K to get that nigga out of here.
For you to say that and be so nonchalant about it, about somebody's life, that you would pay X amount of money to get rid of somebody, is very diabolical and fucking crazy. Like, no wonder you got 10 years, girl. And then you were stupid about it. You didn't really get somebody that you trusted because they played the hell out of you and still got an extra $2,000 on top of the money that you had already given them, and they didn't do shit. They didn't initiate, they didn't run up, they didn't do nothing, girl. You got played and your ass went to prison for 10 years. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. You can always block a person. You can always, like I said, take out a restraining order. You can file a cease and desist. You can file a charge against that person. Whatever you need to do, take that shit legal. But when you take it street and you go and put your hands on somebody, or you order somebody to do something to somebody else, your ass is going to definitely go to jail behind that shit. So you got to think about it. Is it worth doing that? Is it worth your freedom? Is it worth losing everything that you work hard for over somebody who is being a total asshole towards you? There's other ways to handle it. So this is very crazy. Yeah, 10 years in the slammer. That's wild. Go off, girl. All right, moving on. Let's get into some Married to Medicine news. You guys know Married to Medicine came on yesterday. For those of you who are fans of the show, yeah, 10 years is not enough. I see somebody put that in there. Absolutely not. 10 years is absolutely not enough. But I bet you she won't do that shit again. I bet you. You can't tell somebody to go do something to somebody else when it's going to end their life and think that your ass ain't going to get that time, okay? You're going to get the same amount of time as the person that did it. I promise you. I watch enough crime shows. Don't be out there on that stupid shit. If somebody on your nerves that bad, get far away from their ass and go file some papers on them or something, and stay away from their ass. Never let nobody push you to that point to where you be trying to get rid of somebody and you trust somebody and then they go turn on you and turn your ass in. Then you looking at all that time. It's not worth it, child. It's really not. Okay. Protect your freedom and protect your peace. Moving on. So in this clip, Phaedra is having a conversation with Greg about what's been going on between Sweet Tea and Heavenly. So y'all know that Sweet Tea and Heavenly been having a knockdown, drag out child arguments back and forth. So Dr. G is explaining to Phaedra on this scene. Sweet Tea goes to Phaedra's house to learn how to swim. She wants to learn how to swim. So Phaedra's son is teaching Sweet Tea how to swim. So while she's learning how to swim, Phaedra is having a conversation with Dr. G. All right. So now Sweet Tea is saying that Heavenly had a conversation with her and told her verbatim that that Dr. Damon has cheated on her. But to hear Heavenly tell her, honey, her and Dr. Damon has this perfect marriage and they've never had no infidelities and none of this other stuff has gone on. But according to Sweet Tea, that conversation was had between she and Heavenly had a little heart to heart and was telling Sweet Tea that there was some infidelities and that Dr. Damon did cheat on her. So I don't know what the hell is going on here. Of course, Heavenly is not going to admit to it because for all these seasons, she's been standing behind on, the fact that she says that her husband don't cheat. She has the perfect husband. Dr. Daddy, honey, is this perfect individual. Only for Simone to come out and say that, yeah, well, Dr. Damon don't even sleep in the same bed with you. He sleep down the hall from you. So it's weird. It's something going on there. There have been rumors circulating for a very, very long time about Heavenly and Dr. Damon having some issues. We've heard about Dr. Damon possibly being with some snow bunnies. We've also heard Mariah saying that she had receipts and that she knew some stuff about some infidelities in Heavenly and Damon's marriage. I don't know. I mean, shit, if everybody's saying that, these people are around them more than anybody. So I would think that, if there's some shit out there, I would think they would know about it because they run in the same circles. But if Sweet Tea is saying that that's what Heavenly told her, I hope she would not have a reason to lie about that. Heavenly, maybe you should stay out of other people's marriage and business and stop focusing on the damn millimeters long enough to figure out why you have some situations in your marriage and fix that. Okay, moving on. We ain't gonna stay on that long, child. All right, so moving on here, child. Some more Married to Medicine mess. Let's get into this. It's another clip from last night that I pulled where Heavenly was being hella rude because Dr. Damon was being called out. So let's get into it, child, because y'all know that she don't like nobody saying that to Dr. Damon, but she be all up in other people's face, other husbands' face, and everybody else trying to check them. But as soon as somebody trying to check Damon, Heavenly is mad. Let's get into it.
To Greg in New York about the things that.
So they're having a back and forth now. People are saying that Damon wants to hold another wife accountable for what she said, but no one can approach him for the nasty things his wife says. That's true. That's absolutely true. Another person said that Sweet Tea was on live talking about Heavenly and her unalived mama. It says that Heavenly clapped back by saying that her unalived mom had a better chance of having a baby than Sweet Tea. Says that, like, I don't get why Sweet Tea is acting like she was attacked randomly. Okay, that's what somebody had to say. Another person had to say, said that no matter how Simone tries to spin it, that she was dead ass wrong, and said that she used the unaliving of Quad's niece as a dig to her at the expense of the people that were hurt. It says that the fact that she doesn't understand that is disturbing. All right, so another person down here says that had been the most consistent. Married to Medicine has been the most consistent franchise across the board at Bravo. Says that even their not so eventful seasons, the show still delivers. It says that they deserve to come on at 8 and not 9. So they mad about the time. It says that Real Housewives of Potomac been dragging for 2 and 3 seasons. Now I agree on that. I haven't been able to get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Another person says that Phaedra needs to shut the F up because she always mean and nasty to people. It says that sticking up for Dr. G got a storyline when we can see that she don't even like Sweet Tea. I don't think she really likes Sweet Tea either, but I think she tolerates her. This other person says that Married to Medicine said that these ladies have tried to push Quad off the show time and time again, but says that, baby, it never works. It says that this ain't the Housewives where y'all can just put her on an island by herself. It says that if she doesn't have a seat at the table, she will bring her own. So Quad sound like she got some fans out there, child. Another person says that Team Heavenly all day, baby, says that Greg, Phaedra, and Sweet Tea can all shut up because she didn't tell no one. She did not tell not one lie about Dr. Greg. It says that he is all of those things that she says that he is. Let's face the facts. Child. So the next person says, I can hear it now, but Quad is now on the show because of Greg. It says that, yeah, but the show is about the women. Quad continues to be on the show without Greg. It says that Quad was still on the show before T came along or came into the picture. It says that they could have stayed over there. Stayed over there where? It says that I really do respect that Simone truly doesn't give a single F if the shit does piss someone off. It says that she can say what she wants to about her, but you can't say that she's not consistent. Well, you got to say that about Simone, honey. Simone will say what the hell she wants to say and cuss you out the process. Now, I said that Quad pulling up in the middle of Dr. Simone's speech couldn't have been the worst way of the two of them to unite, okay? And said that Cecil should have told her to be early at least. So what I didn't like was that Simone did not want Quad to be at their Freaknik party. but Simone's husband went and invited Quad anyway. I don't like that. That shows that you guys are not on one accord when it comes to communication, because if I'm the wife and I'm saying I don't want said person to be there because we don't really click or mesh like that, and then as my husband you go behind my back and invite that person anyway, I got some words to say to you. Like, I got something to say to you. I'm probably gonna chew your ass out, and probably, me and my husband don't cuss each other out, but I'm gonna have some choice words. I'm gonna show you exactly how I feel about that shit, because if I don't rock with somebody, then that's just what it is. Respect that, and don't be inviting somebody that I tell you that I don't want the fuck to be around, especially at my event. So I didn't like that with Simone's husband, because that kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I mean, y'all are one. You guys should have a united front. If she feels a way about someone, then that's just what it is. I mean, if my husband ain't friends with somebody, I don't fuck with them, period. That's just how we rock. That's how we rock. And vice versa. If I don't fool with somebody, then never ever will my husband invite that person over if we have some type of event. That's just how we roll. But everybody is different. Everybody is different. Yeah. So have you guys been watching? Did you guys watch last night's episode? I will be watching because I am a fan of Married to Medicine. I don't like the way Heavenly just walked up and was so damn rude in terms of not really knowing what the conversation was about. But yeah, I do feel like they do have some secrets in their marriage, and I do feel like there have been some inconsistencies, and I feel like Heavenly doesn't want that to come to the screen, because she's been saying all this time that they've never had no cheating or whatever in their marriage. But if they did shit, they did. Own that shit, because you don't want somebody to dig it up, then you be looking stupid. But moving on, child. Moving on. The episode was good last night, though, for those of you that did not get to watch it. All right, so Cynthia Bailey, honey, who is 57 years old, honey, reveals that she is dating a young guy who she's very much in love with. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be another wedding loading, because y'all know Cynthia, honey, loves to get married. She don't like to do nothing else. She loves to get married. So she's dating a much younger guy now, honey, according to her. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, child.
I had to go across the waters, honey, to find my man. But I am dating an amazing young guy from Amsterdam. And she's like, up in the back. Yes. And although I wasn't looking for a young guy, he found me. I just kept my prayer very simple. I was like, God, just send me the person. I cannot stay on Raya. I cannot just keep putting it out there. I am exhausted. Just send me the man, and I can work it out. And I met this amazing guy about almost 8 months ago, and it's been going really well. He spends a lot of time at Lake Bailey.
Okay.
Swimming in the cool waters.
Oh,
of Lake Bailey.
But
I'm having fun.
Child. Baby, she said that little young man be at Lake Bailey a whole lot over there swimming in the cool waters of Lake Bailey. Bitch, I ain't mad at it. Now, she has a long distance relationship, and this young guy who she's dating is from Amsterdam. I don't know how that works. That's a long distance. Damn, you know how far Amsterdam is from Atlanta, girl? Damn, Cynthia, you couldn't find nobody closer? And you don't know what the hell he doing over there in Amsterdam anyway. You ain't got eyes on him while he's in Amsterdam, just like he don't know what you're doing over here. I just wouldn't trust that. I don't know. I got to see my man, honey. I don't know. I like to call and say, hey, I want to go out to dinner, or I want to hang out, or whatever. And I need him to pop up like that. I don't need you talking about you got to get to the damn airport. You got to, do your flight and all that shit. I ain't got time for that. I cannot do no long distance, nothing. Like, damn it. Hell no. But whatever works for her, honey, I guess maybe this situation will work. But she said he's much younger and she's happy, and he does spend a lot of time at Lake Bailey, child. So maybe she's flying him in, or maybe he's flying in and he's spending the night up out there. They've been only together 8 months, according to her. So we'll see what happens. Maybe she'll be getting married here soon, because y'all know that's what Cynthia likes, child. All right, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? It says that Cynthia Bailey better do a criminal, and right, dude, she better do a criminal. Child, you better see if his ass was on First 48 and all these other 48s out here, because damn, these folk out here crazy. I wouldn't trust that shit. No, child. Honey. Send his ass back over there with the kangaroos and shit. All right, no ma'am. No ma'am, Pam. Let his ass hop his ass right on back over there, honey, with the damn kangaroos and all that other shit that's over there. No ma'am. It's some peen over here, girl, in the United of the States, where you can be with. You ain't got to be with no damn man all the way from damn Amsterdam. I'll be scared of that. No, ma'am. All right, so we ain't done with Dr. Heavenly Child because she continues to throw some shade at her castmates, Sweet Tea, Honey, while dishing on the next season of Married to Medicine. Let's get into it with her messy ass.
What explosive moments can the viewers expect to see this season?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. The shocker this year is the men got into it more so than the women ever. You know, the men got into it, and we usually don't have that.
I saw that Quad has a new love interest that we'll get to meet on the show, and Dr. G, it didn't look like he was taking that too well. And I love me some Quad, so I'm happy to see that she's happy with this season. What do you think about her new guy?
I love him for her. His name is King, and she calls him King. And when she got to praising that man, the other people just couldn't take it. I mean, even though they had their new wife and everything, they couldn't take it, and it exploded. I mean, I ain't trying to give things away, but you know, it is what it is.
That's crazy. So Dr. G lost his cool in front of Sweet Tea over Quad new man?
I feel like, you know, I'm not trying to give away anything, but I think that there was a lot of emotions flying that day and days before that. Yeah, a lot of emotions.
Okay, now how are you and Sweet Tea doing this season?
We can change the subject. I don't like tea. I don't, you know, I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea. No, I don't drink tea.
What fun or explosive?
That's so damn messy. So as y'all can see, that's what that whole blow up was about, where Quad was going on and on and on about this new man, and something triggered Dr. G, I guess, and they got into a verbal altercation, which almost turned physical. From what I'm hearing, Quad's boyfriend did push Dr. G, and that's what initiated and popped things off to where Dr. G was about to fight him. So y'all will see that. For those of you that's watching Married to Medicine this season, you will get to see that exchange because that will be on the show. There have been some legal documents drawn up on this situation. I think there's like a restraining order that was put on Quad's man. And of course, I told you guys that he cannot be anywhere near the set or around any of the castmates of the show. So that just you know, cuts out Quad's storyline right there, because she was hoping that he would come on the show and be her storyline this season. So Quad, you back single again on the damn show because your man can't be around because he don't damn know how to act and keep his hands to himself. So that's it for you, child. Okay, you just gonna have to sit back and watch Dr. G and Sweet Tea be all booed up. Okay. All right, so let's get into Mama D and her ratchet ass out here snapping off child on Bambi and accusing her of stealing some money, girl. Let's get into it. Mama D acting ratchet per usual. All right. So Mama D alleges that Bambi has something to do with $15,000 being stolen from Scrappy, and she says, F that hoe. All right, let's get into it.
Never let nobody say that Mama D a liar. Mama D, no, I'm telling you. Bambi gonna come out with a book like she's welcoming a new baby by another bitch. No, she ain't. She fuck that hoe. Fuck the hoe she come out of. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. She will be standing there. I'm gonna say it. And I don't care. Because when you steal 15 grand from my son's money, you'll never let nobody say that Mama D a liar. Mama D, no, I'm telling you. Bambi gonna come out with a book like she's welcoming a new baby by another bitch. No, she ain't. She fuck that hoe. Fuck the hoe she come out of. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. She will be standing there. I'm gonna say it. And I don't care. Because when you steal 15 grand from my son's money, you'll never let nobody.
There you go. So Mama D is saying that she don't like Bambi. She can't fool with Bambi. She was saying that Bambi put out a new book, a new children's book, saying that she's welcoming the new baby. You guys know this, that Scrappy had a threesome with some random girl, and the random girl got pregnant. So they just had the baby shower. I showed it on my show. So now Bambi has done a book saying welcome the new baby into the family, when she really doesn't like this girl or the situation that Scrappy is having a baby, but she is monetizing off this damn book that she's putting out to make everybody think that she's helping welcoming this baby, that they one big happy family. But Mama D says that that's total shit and bullshit that Bambi is doing, and said that she turned around and stole $15,000 from Scrappy and refuses to give it back. So that's a mess. I mean, why he just didn't go file some damn papers on her ass and get his money back? Why Mama D always fighting Scrappy's battles too? Now, as much as Scrappy goes live, we haven't heard Scrappy say anything about this $15,000. But what we did hear was your damn mama jumping on social media saying something. Like you would have thought it was her damn money. Why you care so much about his money? Mama D. Scrappy was just on live the other day talking about Bambi. He mentioned nothing about no damn $15,000. So that is weird work. I feel like you need to step back once again, Mama D, and let your son be a grown-ass man and handle his own affairs. Bambi was his wife. They do share children together. So if they're having some issues between the two of them, whether it's money issues, child care, whatever, child support, whatever it is, let them figure that out and you stay out of it and just be grandma. Now, that's all we need from you, Mama D. That's all we need from you. Just be grandma. Do Scrappy even have $15,000? That's the question. Where he get $15,000 from? Like, what is he doing to be getting $15,000? That's the real question. All right. But anywho and anyway, child, let's move on from these clowns because, baby, they are ratchet. Okay. I'm talking about ratchet. All right. So we have an update on a case. Baby, they are ratchet. I'm talking about ratchet. Mama D is a whole mess. You know what I mean? She is a whole damn mess. All right, so Susan Lorincz, okay, you guys, there's an update on her. The lady who pow, the black lady who stayed beside her, they're trying to call it a hate crime, but there was a verdict reached. He was already found guilty. We already covered that I want to say a month or so ago. She sat there. She didn't have any emotions when the judge said that she was guilty for unaliving this black woman. So they said that Susie Lorincz, honey, was sentenced to 25 years in the fatal powing of her neighbor, Jackie, I can't say her name, Owens, through the locked door. So yes, she powed her through the door. Her child or children was standing there when this woman powed her through the door. So her children will be forever traumatized by this situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and read up on it to put you guys back up to speed in terms of this story in case you have not heard about it or to remind you how it went down. Okay. Marion County Circuit Court Judge Robert Hodges has reached a verdict in the Susan Lorincz trial. Now, as we previously reported, Lorincz fatally powed her black neighbor, Jackie or AJ Owens, through a locked door in June of 2023. Now, the 60-year-old faced up to 30 years in prison. However, her defense lawyer told the courts that she deserved less than 11 and a half years minimum. Okay, it says that her lawyer claims that she has a mental disorder and was under extreme duress during the pow or unaliving confrontation, rather. It says that Lorincz was sentenced to 25 years in prison, which Judge Hodges says, I find that the powing was completely unnecessary. It says that in this case that Miss Lorincz was behind the door. It says that the door was locked. And in addition, that Judge Hodges says that she couldn't see his way clear to letting her off with probation as the defense had asked. Now, they were asking for her to get probation for unaliving this woman. I don't give a hot damn if you do have mental issues. You were behind a locked door, so she was not a threat to you in any sense of the word. She did not have a weapon. She clearly went to your house to ask you why you were doing what you did to her children. I wouldn't think she was trying to fight you. It didn't say that in the damn police proceedings because we read them. So you were being hella aggressive, and it was giving that this was a whole hate crime. You were being very mean to her children because they ran to your yard to get a ball out of your yard, and you saw them out there, and you escalated a situation that did not need to be escalated. And now you're sitting in prison for 25 years over a moment. If you didn't want her in your yard, if you didn't want her standing to your door, you should have called 911 and say, hey, I have a person that's trespassing on my property. Can you please come and remove them from my property? I don't wish that they be here. You could have done that. You could have asked her to leave your property. If she refused to leave, then that's called trespassing. Then you call the police and let them deal with it. But for you to go and get a pow while this woman is standing on your porch, obviously you're behind the door, so you're not afraid. You can't be afraid because the damn door is locked. You see that she didn't have no weapon, but you powed her, and now you're spending your life, the rest of your life, because you probably won't even be, I don't know, shit. She's 60, so 25 years, baby, you're gonna be old as hell. You're gonna be knocking. You're gonna be really knocking, baby, because you're gonna be up there. Okay, you could have got 30 years, but 25 years, that's a long time. That's you'll be 85 years old when your ass get out. 85 years old when you get out of prison. Okay. So that's the update on that. Let's see what else they got. Shout out to the Shade Room, okay? So AJ's mother, this was her, this is what she said after the verdict was read. It says that I stand before you not only mourning the loss of my daughter, it says that, but also the loss of our hopes, dreams, and the future that we often spoke of. It says that Diaz told the court, it says that I'm still trying to grasp and cope with the fact that my daughter, my baby girl, is lying 6 feet underground, breathless and lifeless. Okay, that's very sad. Okay, so that is what AJ's mother had to say during the sentencing, where this lady got 25 years for unaliving her daughter. So that is the update on the Susan Lorincz story. Okay, sad, sad, and sad. All right, so Miss Netta, honey, let's talk about her right quick. Then we're going to breeze on by because I got one more story and then we're going to get out of here. So Miss Netta, honey, is letting the people know that she is not broke out here, girl. She is tired of the people saying that she is baroque. So she is letting the people know, honey, let's make it very clear. She says that me and Charles are not broke and that we are out here buying $3,000 and $4,000 cars, honey, and we are still on top. I said $3,000 and $4,000 cars. Where you getting them from? Girl, you out here shopping at the junkyard. Girl, okay, let her tell you, child. Don't let me tell you. Let her tell you.
We still ain't begging nobody for no money, and we still good, and we still on top. Just like I keep trying to tell people, like, oh, Miss Netta and Charles are broke now. Never have we been broke. So I know y'all still see the amazing things. I'm buying $3,000 and $4,000 cars, and still doing trips and stuff. That's coming out of our pocket money. We're not doing no promo or nothing. We're making this off of you guys off social media because this is our fan base here. Traveling and doing promo and all that other stuff. We making money and stuff like this. But this is important to us right now. All these sites that we're on is what's making our money. So, and we still making darn good money. Numbers have not dropped. Go look at TikTok, 500K, 700K. We just haven't reached no millions in about a month. But you go last month and see how many millions that we hit. So our numbers are not shaking down. They still shaking up. My fan base is I'm still reaching up to that 900,000 we still ain't begging nobody for no money, and we still good, and we still on top. Just like I keep trying to tell people, like, oh, Miss Netta and Charles are broke now. Never have we been broke. So I know y'all still see the amazing things. I'm buying $3,000 and $4,000 cars, and still doing trips and stuff. That's coming out of our pocket money. We not.
Baby, you gotta crank them cars with jumper cables. Where you get these $3,000, $4,000 cars from, sis? Do you gotta be out here with your jumper cables every time you get ready to go somewhere and you out here buying $3,000 cars and you think you up out here, girl? You are not up, girl. You are stuck with a lemon. It's not like
doing no promo or nothing. We making this off of you guys off social media because this is our fan base here. Traveling and doing promo and all that other stuff. We making money and stuff like this. But this is important to us right now. All these sites that we're on is what's making our money. So, and we still making darn good money. Numbers have not dropped. Go look at TikTok. 500K, 700K. We just haven't reached no millions in about a month. But you go last month and see how many millions that we hit. So our numbers are not shaking down. They still shaking up. My fan base is I'm still reaching up to that 900,000 Child,
I don't know, Netta. I don't know, girl. That don't sound convincing to me. Okay, you said your numbers not shaking down, that they shaking up. Girl, maybe it's that car that you done bought for $3,000 is out here shaking when you crank that bitch up. I don't know. But go off, girl. If you say you ain't down, maybe you is up, child. I don't know. Maybe that's up to you. All right. I don't know, child. I don't know. Let's get into the next topic, child. Let's get that off my screen with this bullshit, child. I don't know, child. Girl, you out here, child, at the shopping at the junkyard. You over there at Fred Sanford yard over there looking for a car. Talking about some y'all is out here. Y'all out here up. Y'all on the up. Okay, girl. I hear you. All right, so hold on. No. So let's get into the next topic, child. So I found this story, honey, and I want to talk about it because it's real juicy. All right. So there's this pastor that, of course, was married, and he was seeing this side chick, you guys. Well, the side chick, she wound up unaliving the pastor because she could not take the pastor being with his wife. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this story that I found on TikTok, y'all. I've been on TikTok. I be looking for stories and stuff, and this is very juicy. Let's get into it.
The story of a married pastor named Brodes Perry, a 36-year-old man who met a tragic end at the hands of his side chick, Latasha Daniels. Latasha came to his home after Pastor Brodes broke up their secret affairs to kill him in the presence of his wife. She continued yelling, "You broke my heart," while she pumped bullets into his body while his wife watched helplessly. He was a dedicated pastor and a third-generation leader at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church in Memphis, Tennessee. But behind his image as a spiritual guide, there was a hidden side, one that would lead to a violent and heartbreaking end.
Latasha Daniels is accused of firing several shots at Perry, the executive pastor at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church. The police report states Mrs. Perry let Daniels in their apartment late Thursday because she was a known acquaintance from Little Rock, Arkansas. The pastor apparently showed up 30 minutes later. His wife said Daniels began firing, shouting, "You broke my heart," as she was being escorted out of the couple's home. At one point, Daniels even began to reload the gun. Mrs. Perry was shot in the shoulder while checking on her husband, and police arrived in time to arrest Daniels at the scene.
Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. Pastor Brodes Perry was a young man with a strong future ahead. He was 36 years old and dedicated to his community. Before he became a pastor, Brodes had gone to school at Florida A&M in Tallahassee, where he studied business administration. Education was important to him, and he worked hard to get his degree, building a strong foundation for himself. But Brodes's life wasn't just about business. Over time, he felt a calling that was much deeper. He wanted to help others, not through business, but by serving them spiritually. This drive led him to become a pastor, following in the footsteps of 2 generations before him. He became a 3rd-generation pastor at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church in Memphis, Tennessee, a place where he found purpose and meaning. This role brought him into the lives of many, and he was respected by his community for his dedication and service. Brodes had been married before, but things didn't work out. Yet, he didn't let that stop him from finding happiness again. He met a woman named Tabitha, and they quickly became close. After some time, they got married, and Tabitha moved with him to Memphis. Together, they settled into a peaceful neighborhood, looking forward to their new life. But behind this seemingly happy relationship, there was a hidden secret. Brodes had started seeing another woman named Latasha Daniels. Latasha was 39, educated, and well-established, with a degree in criminal justice and a career as a clinical social worker and anger management specialist. Despite her success, Latasha developed strong feelings for Brodes, even though she knew he was married. Their secret relationship grew, with emotions running high on both sides. The calm life Brodes and Tabitha had in Memphis was shattered on April 4, 2019. That evening, Tabitha was home alone at their apartment in the Mar Park Apartments in Collierville, Tennessee. Around 10 p.m., she heard a knock at the door. When she opened it, she was surprised to see Latasha, a woman she knew as an acquaintance of her husband. Since she knew Latasha, she let her in, feeling safe enough to have her there. Latasha waited with Tabitha until Brodes came home. When he finally arrived, they sat together, and Latasha started a conversation with the couple. But as they talked, Tabitha noticed something strange in Latasha's behavior. There was an uneasy vibe, and it felt like Latasha was giving off negative energy. Finally, Latasha...
Alright, so I got the next part. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh, child, these folk crazy. I want to let her in my house. I'm sorry. No, ma'am, honey. No, ma'am, Pam.
signaling that it was time to leave. Brodes and Tabitha both stood to walk her to the door. But before Latasha left, she turned around, pulled out a gun, and aimed it at Brodes. Without hesitation, she started shooting, screaming, "You broke my heart," over and over. Brodes was caught off guard, and as he fell, Tabitha screamed in horror, trying to understand what was happening. Latasha left the apartment, but instead of running away, she stayed around the scene, seemingly in shock or simply not wanting to leave. Meanwhile, Tabitha managed to rush to a neighbor's door, banging and screaming for help. But before long, Latasha re-entered the apartment and shot Tabitha in the left shoulder. Tabitha managed to survive, but Brodes's life was slipping away. When the police arrived, they found Latasha still at the scene, with the gun in her hand. Officers ordered her to drop the weapon, but she resisted, leading them to use non-lethal force to subdue her. Even after being restrained, Latasha put up a fight. She was taken to a nearby hospital, but she tried to escape while being treated. Officers chased her through the hospital hallways until they finally caught up, and she fought them physically, grabbing one officer's shirt and resisting arrest.
A bitter love triangle now being blamed for the shooting death of a Memphis pastor at a megachurch. His name is Brodes Perry. Thanks for joining us. I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Katina Rankin. Latasha Daniels is accused of firing several shots at Perry, the executive pastor at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church. The police report states Mrs. Perry let Daniels in their apartment late Thursday because she was a known acquaintance from Little Rock, Arkansas. The pastor apparently showed up 30 minutes later. His wife said Daniels began firing, shouting, "You broke my heart," as she was being escorted out of the couple's home. At one point, Daniels even began to reload the gun. Mrs. Perry was shot in the shoulder while checking on her husband, and police arrived in time to arrest Daniels at the scene. But while in custody, investigators say she assaulted the arresting officers. Daniels, a doctor of behavioral health, faces a number of charges, including first-degree murder. She's due in court tomorrow.
Eventually, the officers were able to restrain her and take her into custody, but not without adding charges of assaulting police officers to her case.
And new details about the woman accused of killing that Memphis pastor. Police say Latasha Daniels tried to escape custody by running out of the emergency room after the shooting. Daniels is charged in the murder of Brodes Perry and the attempted murder of his wife, Tabitha.
Joe and Kanji, Collierville police say that shooting happened here at Meridian Park Apartments Thursday night. Now, we've learned all three of the people involved knew each other. "You broke my heart." That's what a Collierville police affidavit revealed Latoisha Daniels repeatedly said after she shot Pastor Brodes Perry and his wife, Tabitha. It happened Thursday night at the Meridian Park Apartments in Collierville. 42-year-old Tabitha Perry told investigators she let Daniels into the apartment because they knew each other from living in Little Rock. About a half an hour later, 36-year-old Pastor Perry got home. All three talked for about 10 minutes until the Perrys walked Daniels to the door. Tabitha Perry says that's when 39-year-old Daniels grabbed a gun from her jacket and started to shoot Brodes Perry. At one point, Daniels told Tabitha Perry to, quote, "Get out of the..."
All right, so I got the next one. This story is crazy. I wouldn't have let her in my house. I'm sorry. All right, this is the, what is it? Part 3. I think it's part
officers before running out of her room and down the emergency room hallway. According to the arrest affidavit, officers shouted for her to stop, but she continued through the door leading to the intensive care unit part of the hospital. Police caught up with her, but Latoshia allegedly grabbed an officer's shirt and started swinging, hitting one officer. Eventually, officers managed to roll her over onto her stomach and placed her under arrest.
He looked crazy.
She was charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and assault on a police officer.
New information tonight at 5. The Arkansas woman accused of shooting a Memphis pastor to death was back in court this morning. Latasha Daniels is charged with shooting and killing Brodes Perry, the executive pastor at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church, and injuring his wife in their Collierville apartment last April. Daniels pleaded not guilty and will remain in jail until her next court appearance in mid-November.
Not much is known about Latoshia Daniels and her personal relationship with Pastor Perry, except that she was a member of his former church in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they worked together at a nonprofit organization. However, information on Latoshia's professional life revealed that she was a certified anger management specialist, a licensed certified social worker, and qualified clinical social worker with over 14 years of experience providing mental health services to individuals, children, and families. She had 3 degrees in criminal justice, social work, and a doctorate with a focus on criminal justice. Latoshia also started a nonprofit called Links of Love. Despite all this, the details about her personal connection with Pastor Perry are still unclear. Tabitha Perry informed the authorities that her and her husband met Latoshia Daniel while residing in Little Rock, Arkansas. Tabitha found Latoshia's unannounced visit to be strange. Despite being unaware of her husband having an affair, Tabitha expressed that Latoshia's actions and statements led her to believe that there might have been a romantic involvement between Latoshia and her husband. Pastor Perry's death left his community, family, and friends in shock and heartbroken. No one expected such a tragedy to befall their pastor, especially at the hands of one of his former members.
New at 9 tonight, we are finally hearing from the senior pastor of Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church about the recent passing of Pastor Brodes Perry. Reverend Dr. J. Lorincz Turner talked about Perry's passing with his congregation this morning.
Not only have we experienced the death of Brodes Perry.
All right, so I got that last part. We're going to watch that, and then that's going to be the last piece. So I had to get all these puzzles together. All right, so let's get this last piece, child.
But the rumors swelling around his murder leave us shocked and shaken. To those of you who are wondering, how could this happen? How could this happen within our safe and loving church community? To those of you in particular who came to know him as I did during the 5 months he was at Mississippi Boulevard, I want to say, I'm heavy-hearted because of your pain.
Pastor Brodes Perry, like everyone, had his imperfections. To an outsider, he appeared to have it all. A young and beloved pastor in the community, seemingly deeply connected to his beautiful wife, Tabitha Perry. However, beneath this exterior, Pastor Perry concealed a dark secret that ultimately emerged, tragically costing him his life and leaving his community in profound shock. Reflecting on the perpetrator, LaToshia Daniels, one is struck by the tragic irony of a woman with education and a great potential resorting to such a devastating act. The question lingers, why would someone with so much going for them make such choices, knowing the likely consequence of spending the rest of their life?
Can y'all hear it?
The gravity of the situation raises the profound question of whether it was truly worth it. In this unfortunate incident, there are no winners. The pain and loss resonate not only with the community mourning their beloved pastor, but also with the wife, Tabitha Perry. The impact on her, discovering a dark secret about her husband and facing the aftermath of his untimely death, is immeasurable. It serves as a stark reminder that actions carry consequences, affecting not only the lives of those directly involved, but also the broader community left grappling with the aftermath. In closing, the unfolding tragedy surrounding Pastor Brodes Perry and LaToshia Daniels serves as a stark reminder of the complexities that can lie beneath seemingly idyllic lives, as the details of their personal connection remain shrouded in mystery. The impact on the pastor's community and his grieving wife, Tabitha Perry, is undeniable. Our hearts go out to all those affected by this heartbreaking event, and we extend our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and congregation of Pastor Brodes Perry. May he continue to rest in peace, and may those grappling with the aftermath find strength, solace, and healing in the days ahead.
Man, that's a mess, ain't it? He put his wife in a situation where she got hurt as well, not even knowing that all this mess was going on. And then let this crazy woman in their house, and then I think that it really got to her that when they were walking her to the door, like, this is supposed to be me. We're here with him, I'm supposed to be with him. Y'all know how some crazy people get, mostly side chicks, child. They feel like they're supposed to be the wife, and they feel like they're supposed to have the same stuff that the wife have going on, kind of like how Ariana was with Mel, saying that Mel driving a Range Rover, I should be driving a Range Rover. That kind of crazy. But I feel like she started looking at the situation. She was looking at the two of them, sitting across. They said they sat and talked for like 10 minutes. And I think that in her crazy mind, she was like looking at the situation like, that's supposed to be me sitting on the side of the table with him. Like, she started maybe visualizing herself being the wife. And then two, of course, he was lying to her, because most of the time when you're in that type of situation, you're telling your wife one thing and then you're telling the side piece another thing, kind of like how Martell was doing with Ariana, to where she felt entitled. There was a sense of entitlement in that situation. And she wound up thinking that she was going to get rid of the wife and thinking he was, she was going to be with him, but then, unalived him. So I don't know what the hell she was thinking. That was a crazy situation. When I saw that story today, I said, okay, I want to share that, because we see a lot of that happening. And the fact that he was a pastor of like a mega church, you guys, you put a lot of people in danger, sir. Like, for real. Now your wife is gone. He done been wife was badly injured. He's gone. Your congregation is grieving over a situation that you initiated that you didn't have to, because you had a wife at home. If you were not happy, then you should have just got a divorce. or go through separation. I mean, shout out to Twisted Crimes. I mean, I love crime shows, y'all. Y'all know I'm into stuff like that. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I want to share it. So yeah, again, shout out to Twisted Crimes, because that's where I saw it. But that is just so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. So they did catch the lady. She is locked up. I'm going to be looking to see what kind of time she got behind that too, because that is a real story. That's not like something that, you know, was made up on TV. That's a real story. So I'm gonna look that up to see how much time she actually got from that, because you pow 2 people, baby. And that's crazy for you to throw away all those degrees. Like she had, they said 3 degrees, a doctorate in something else, and then a 14-year career. Like you threw all of that away over a married man. He must have been throwing your back all the way out, honey. Like, ain't no peen that damn important to be throwing. Y'all like, you like that too, Rose? That ain't no peen that important for you to be throwing your whole life away like that. Oh, no damn man or a woman for that matter. That shit is crazy. But that is our show for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the morning. What's Martin? Yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning, you guys, for our car chronicles. Okay, it says, I hope you don't go to church and cuss the pastor. Go, child. Listen, just pray for these pastors out here, child. Pray for these pastors, because child, is something is attacking the pastors. Okay, if you can't go to the pastor for prayer and for them to counsel you and all the things that needs to be done, then where can you go? I mean, I pray for myself. I know how to pray, honey. I know how to read my Bible and pray, all of that. But if you can't trust your pastors, like, damn, what can you do now? It's just crazy how they keep getting caught up in these situations. Like, my God, I saw another video today where this pastor was caught in a room with this tranny and this trans woman, and they did some type of sexual. Do I got the video? Let me see. I might play that one right quick, then we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, I do have it. Let me play it, because this pastor child was up in there.
Next one. So I'm just going to say, here it is.
Where are you going, Joe? You ain't paid me my money. You ain't paid me my money. I'll get you off this camera when you give me my money. 15 minutes, 125. You know the drill. How many times a week we meet up, Joe? This time, really? You think we finna? No, I'm sorry. Your wife gonna see this. Your wife is gonna see this. Pay me my money or get a divorce. Yikes. Which one is gonna be? Which one is it gonna be? Get me off that damn. She's gonna know. Get me off the 3-4 times a week he here, y'all. Facebook. He's here meeting with me in this room. Yeah. No, I'm not getting you off for nothing. Everybody gonna know about you. Run me my money. I ain't got time for this. You know my money is valuable. I'm sorry. You know my time is my money. And how much playing my time with you? I gave you $200 last time. And you got $200 worth of pleasure the last time too.
Not $200 worth.
Let me pay you when I get home. No. You ain't gave me nothing extra. You got extras. I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. Okay. This ain't happening. You're not leaving, Joe. Get me off that damn camera. No. When you give me my money, I'll get you off the camera. You're getting a divorce. What you're gonna get is a divorce.
My heart go out to the wife, because this escort individual just said that this man, this pastor, be up in the hotel with her 4 times a week. That's some dangerous shit right there. Let's continue.
Everybody on Facebook is going to see this. Yes, his name is Joe. She'll know who you are. Everybody might not know, but she will know. She will know. You know, when you give me my money, that's all you got to do. Just give me my money. Give me my money. That's all you have to do. I'm sorry. 15 minutes for 15 minutes. 125. You know the rates. I'll pay your ass to be free tonight. What? You have lost your damn mind. You ain't never paid me for nothing free. Whatever you paid me, you got your money's worth every time. You've been satisfied. Do you hear me? You're not leaving this room. You're not leaving this room until I get my money. I'm sorry. No, you white. No, Joe. You're not leaving. Not Joe. No. You're about to catch charge, y'all. No, you're not leaving. I will right here. I'm sorry. No, no. What? Yes, Joe, right here has not paid me my money. I'm sorry. You about to get a divorce, Joe. I'm posting this. You think I'm playing with you? You think I'm playing with you?
Yo.
Reverend.
As you guys can see, in the room with a Trans Am, honey, and did not pay them the money. And he blasted that ass. and told everybody that he was in the room for 15 minutes of pleasure and then give him that $125. I said, well, hot damn. Pastor, you is giving up all the church's money over there. Child, that's a hot damn mess. But yeah, let's get out of here, child. Pray for our pastors out here, y'all. Pray for the pastors. See, this is why I stay over here at Bedside Baptist. I don't deal with that. My pastor don't do that. Pastor Pillow and our First Lady Fitted Sheet don't do that over here, baby. Do you hear me? Okay. We don't have that over here in my church house. But thank you guys. Please run the likes up. Exactly. Please run the likes up. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Again, for those of you not getting your notifications, please make sure you are subscribed so that you can get your notifications. All right. Love you guys down. I'll see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. Thank you, Belle Wilson, KBR Tyra, Linda Gamble, and Scorpion Miss for modding. Thank you for all the content creators that joined us tonight. True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Messy Hills ATL, Boss Lady Brain, Girlfriend Chronicles, Chronicles of Kim K, Love, Seen, Heard. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys later, and bye.